Good day, ma'am and classmates. Roan Katrina M. Natividad speaking, and I'm going to discuss to you my report entitled 6 Strategies for Teaching Special Education Classes. Special education classes provide a unique service to physically or mentally challenged students. The ideal special education classroom provides quality instruction to students with disabilities. While the push in education these days seems to be toward online education and the inclusion of special education students within mainstream classrooms, special education classes are still needed for more severely disabled students. The purpose of the special education classroom setting is to provide more intensive, individualized attention to the students who most need it. However, even in special education classroom settings, there can be a wide range of skill levels and abilities. How can teacher provide quality instruction to all students? So here are some strategies that special education teachers can use to benefit of all their students. So the number one strategy is form small groups. Forming small groups of 2 or 3 students within the class group according to their level can help with personalizing the teaching while not sacrificing class instruction time. Okay, like for example, in math class, one group could be working on the basics while a more advanced group could be working on their geometry skills. So, in this strategy, students would be grouped together according to similar levels and objectives along their education pathway. So, dito sa strategy na to, importante na gumawa ka ng maliit na grupo at hindi mo sila pwedeng pagsama-samahin dahil they have different level or skills. So, dapat they were grouped according to their or together with similar levels. Then, next is create classroom centers. Classroom centers are another effective way students can be grouped. Each center would specialize in one area or level. The centers would be self-contained in terms of instructions and all lesson materials. They would also be somewhat self-explanatory and self-guided to allow the teacher to rotate among the different centers and provide appropriate guidance. So in this second strategy, a teaching assistant, parent, or volunteer could facilitate the groups. Such centers would strike a balance between being self-explanatory without totally giving up more direct teacher time. Okay, let's move on to the third strategy, which is the blend the basics with more specialized instruction. Still another way of instructing multiple levels of students is to teach general concepts to the whole group while pairing it with individual instruction. Since every school subject has some general concepts that could be relevant, individual students can benefit from this no matter what their level of proficiency. So in this area, reading comprehension strategies, the basics of math, organizing writing ideas, or even a scientific theory are some examples of general concepts that could be taught to support what each student is learning. Students can then apply this knowledge to their particular individual assignments. However, the teacher could always add some additional content for more advanced students. Then next is Rotate lessons. Lessons within the different groups or centers could be rotated so that on any given day, the teacher could introduce new material to one group while only having to check in on others who are doing more independent activities. So the teacher assistant could also be a service with such a lesson cycle. Sa strategy na to, kailangan na mag-rotate din yung lesson. For example, today, nag-reading comprehension yung group A. Then, yung group B naman is writing comprehension. Then, bukas, rotate. Sila group A mag-writing comprehension, then sila group B mag-reading comprehension. So that yung flow ng lesson is lahat sila natututo. So let's move on to the fifth strategy, which is try thematic instruction. Thematic instruction is where a single theme is tied into multiple subject areas. This method of teaching has been shown to be very effective in special education classrooms. This strategy, a theme or tema, could be anything from a current event, honing or to sharpen the skill of reading comprehension, a writing topic, or a historical event. Okay, like for instance, a historical event could be tied into all other subjects. Yung tema should be catchy or attention-getting. In short, something that will grab the students' interest and keep them engaged. So, yun. Okay, next, strategy number 6, last. Provide different levels of books and materials. Since there will be a variety of proficiency levels in the classroom, be sure to have different levels of textbooks and other teaching materials available for each subject. Having a range of levels on hand will ensure that each student can learn at the appropriate level. So this minimizes frustration and maximizes confidence and forward momentum in student. So, kailangan din natin mag-provide ng learning materials such as books, puzzle, and etc. for them to gain more knowledge and to enhance their potential skills. So, as you can see, teaching special education students effectively can be enhanced with some adjustments. Regardless of the severity of their disabilities, classes can be structured in a way that caters to the individual level of functioning. Doing so does not mean giving up quality personal instruction time. No matter what the content areas or variety of levels your students are working on, harmony and integration are possible. Strategies such as grouping, learning centers, rotating lessons, choosing class themes, and having a flexible array of texts and materials can help teachers to provide ideal instruction and support within their special education classes. So that's all. Thank you for listening and watching. Keep safe and God bless.